what it is, what it looked like. Welcome back to the channel. We're rocking with Agent R, and in this one we are playing XDefiant. Now I know that you may know it as a bunch of other names, but what we're going to try to do is go in and play the game for what it is, this arcade style shooter reminiscent of days past, right? So hop in here and actually pick up on if it feels like Call of Duty, right, as much as possible. I know the bias is involved, but does it feel like old school Call of Duty, minus the, knowing that the developers are behind it, minus knowing that a lot of the veteran players of the franchise had a hand in helping to develop it, right? Like, if you're totally unfamiliar with all of that and you're coming and playing this game that is being published by Ubisoft, does this actually draw you in to the FPS scene, right? We've got Call of Duty, Apex, CS. So all of those things with first-person shooters, does this feel like the next staple? So all we're going to do is hop in here, go into the playlist, just play a bunch of the random stuff here and see exactly how this feels. So let's do it. They say that we're playing on old netcode. And from what I remember, see, look at that guy. We're supposed to be on 60 hertz tick or 60 tick rate once we are like in the actual game, but for right now I believe it's 30, which you can definitely feel, right? Like, some things are just like, I'm beaming that dude, right? Anyway, one thing that I do love about, oh, hold up, how did I not get that? See, that's that feels terrible. One thing that I do love about this game is the amount of color that it has. Treyarch is really good for that. Oh, see, yeah, this lobby is chalked. So that has been a lot of the experience, unfortunately. I know a lot of people, this impression does not leave the best taste in their mouth, but when the lobby is pretty clean, it does feel good. So hopefully this will pick itself back up. I mean, my ping is next to nothing, but again, we're not getting the same data at the same time. So that's what's happening right there. My movement is also, oh yeah, you can see it. This lobby's hurt. Oh, they were just all there. Now, the question that everyone has been asking themselves is this game a COD killer? Will this game kill Call of Duty? And I don't think that is the case at all. But then again, I don't think it needs to. What needs to take place is that it needs an actual true competitor for what Call of Duty does, or I mean, better yet, used to do, which is the arcade experience. All right, let's get back out here because we know they're over here now. Yeah. Wow. I'm trying, man, but I know they're back here. Why, dude? He just materialized out of nowhere. I almost lost that fight. Now, here's the interesting about the game. Because in pub matches, it's not gonna have skill-based matchmaking, but then you're also, for everyone praising it for not having so because they're, concerned with pub stomping, that also means that pretty much every team that you're on is going to be back to old COD, which, is a terrible experience. So you're gonna have to stack anyway. Dude, my aim is so chalk. You can't jump on the car. That feels like old COD. And my health is lower. Yeah, we're just gonna take that L. It is what it is. It felt bad when we went in there. Even though I have low ping, people are not where they're supposed to be. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, we got the attachments. I have been playing the game a little bit. right? Not that I guess it really matters much for the battle pass, but now actually trying to grind some of these attachments that I had from before because they got thrown off. But yeah, man, like I was saying, it doesn't need to kill COD. I sort of hate that it even got labeled as such, but people are so, it's a combination. People are so dissatisfied with COD, and there are also the trolls who just want COD to fail, but nothing needs to fail. It just needs to get better, right? Like, they're definitely a little too comfortable. You can't just say that the stuff is fixed in the next version while you have everyone playing on the chalked version. You see what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, it's never gonna feel right. Clearly from right here, the MP5 is not it. Yeah, I do like this mode though. It's just, again, you have to work at, it feels like the highlight for me is the speed of the game, and that's pretty much the main thing. Like right now, because we're not playing what they have in mind, I can't sit here and say like, oh, I'm so excited for this game when it launches, because I don't know what that feels like. I'm hoping for it, I'm anticipating it, but it's not this. Did everyone pick Team Echelon because we're in headquarters? What was that?
Has suffered worse. We won't quit.
I feel like I tried harder in that one. The MP5 though it does not shred like some of the other ones, so I don't know what I'm doing. Let's talk about what this game has going for it, right? Because it does have a few things. It does have the backing of a big publisher like Ubisoft. It does have veterans in the industry that are spearheading the project. It's free to play. It's colorful. It's drawing on different franchises that are beloved within the Ubisoft ecosystem. And it's an FPS that doesn't have skill-based matchmaking in pubs. It does have a ranked mode. It does have a battle pass. Now some of the things that it needs that I would like to see in the game, it is more old school in the fact that it doesn't have a ping system. I would very love much to do so. We don't have any kill cams right now. They said that they are working on that for like the actual rollout, whenever that is, but as of right now we don't have it. There's the tick rate for the amount of information that we're getting now. They're going to move that up to 60, which should be good. I mean Call of Duty is atrocious. Like they're at like 20, right? Like it's terrible. So 60 should suffice, though there are plenty of games that go well above that rate right now. One other thing that I forgot to mention that I want them to tweak, maybe they can at this point, but like how you jump in this game, like as far as like the mounting goes, it's not one seamless move. Like, okay, there's, like in, like here's a spot, and then you just go over it in one fluid motion. What happens in this game is that you come to it, they like go up and then they go over. It's like a 90-degree angle instead of having some curvature to it. Now you can exploit that if you're really good with your movement already, because the game has air strafing. But I would like for them to actually fix that, because when you're doing the jump, you're already vulnerable, right? But because of the like angle, the 90-degree angles that you have, you're actually at more of a detriment when you come out of the animation, versus if they just did it to where you actually kind of moved forward instead of going up. That might just be me picking, but I do feel it when I'm playing. Anyway, that's all I have for this one. I'm gonna try to finish out this MP5 and move on to something else, because I'm looking totally free out here. But if you want to see more content of XDefiant moving forward, let me know. Otherwise, when we get done with the beta here, we're gonna hop back over into some DMZ and get going with that content. But until next time, guys, this is Agent R. Prove your meta.